I watched 5 years pass under the same fluorescent office light. I used to call that progress, a silent proof of adulthood. The paycheck, the titles, the well-behaved routine. I thought repetition formed identity. I thought calm meant maturity. But something inside flickered. Not ambition, not rebellion, just a small refusal to disappear. I tried to ignore it, press it down, name it stress, name it fatigue. But nights grew sharper, breath grew heavier, and that office light started revealing how still I had become. Something was dimming long before I noticed. 5 years, same building, same pass, same code. The hallway memorized my steps. My chair accepted my shape. The keyboard learned my weight. I thought routine made a man dependable. But dependability became erosion. Morning shifted. My body rose. My mind stalled. I moved without motion. A walking habit. A scheduled breath. Coffee stopped helping. Silence grew louder. Patience felt forced. Meetings blurred into recycled plans. Smiles practiced themselves. Questions died before forming. I watched my own compliance. Polite, predictable, painless. No one noticed the shrinking. Maybe shrinking was the point. A steady job protects a surface, but surfaces crack from beneath. My ambition dissolved quietly, like sugar in dark water. Still present, no longer visible. I stopped expecting difference. I stopped imagining alternatives. Every hour felt already lived. Every week repeated its ghost. I wondered if other men felt this slackening, this soft descent into half-presence. The office rewarded sameness. The culture praised calm. No sudden moves, no sharp edges. But dead air is not peace. At night, my jaw locked again. My breath lost rhythm. Something internal pressed outward. Not a scream, just a pressure. Maybe the pressure was leftover desire. Maybe just fear of disappearing. I missed risk without admitting it. I missed momentum without naming it. Stillness tasted safe. Safety tasted numb. And numbness is a slow exit from the self. There is shame in staying still. Not public shame, private shame. The kind that hides under maturity. The kind that sounds responsible. I stayed because comfort sounded wise. Comfort sounded adult. But adulthood became camouflage. I saw other men move elsewhere. Harder roles, new environments, fresh expectations. They left shelter. They left certainty. They left predictability. Nothing shattered them. The world adjusted. Meanwhile, I defended comfort like a frightened instinct. Fear disguised itself with logic. Fear rehearsed excuses. Not now, not prepared. Need time. One delay created another. Soon delay became identity. I held myself in place, not by force, by caution. Caution became paralysis. I lowered my demands, then lowered them again. The smaller I expected, the safer I felt. Safety is a skilled negotiator. It trades potential for quiet. It trades discomfort for shrinking. I accepted its offer. I watched opportunities slide past. Conversations ended too soon. Introductions never followed up. I convinced myself I was filtering options, but I was filtering aliveness. Desire scared me. Ambition embarrassed me. Curiosity felt reckless. I disguised that fear as maturity. I disguised that retreat as strategy. Some nights, visions of another path returned. A new field, a new trajectory, a new city. The images never became decisions. My resistance had muscle memory. Stay steady, stay safe. Avoid unknown. The unknown became a threat. But the threat was just growth. My body noticed before my mind did. Breath shortened, chest tightened, eyes dulled. Weekends became sedation. Not enjoyment, just absence. I bought distractions, collected hobbies, scrolled endlessly. Relief does not equal meaning. Meaning demands participation. Participation demands movement. Movement demands some kind of faith. Faith felt impossible. So comfort continued. Comfort stabilized the external. Comfort sacrificed the internal. Men can survive like that, but survival shrinks capacity. I was alive but unserious about living, a ghost with a payroll. No one questioned me. Predictability pleases systems. The predictable man offends nobody. I offended nothing. I disturbed nothing. I disbanded nothing. Regret sharpened gradually. Not regret of failure, regret of untested edges. Edges define identity. Edges create velocity. Without edges, I flattened. Flattening is quiet erosion, not tragic, just irreversible. One thought remained persistent. Something could have happened. Not greatness, not fame, just a life with forward motion. That possibility stayed theoretical. Theory never became heat, never became decision. Decision required discomfort. I rejected discomfort, so I rejected possibility. That was the real loss. Not career, not status, just momentum. And without momentum, a man dissolves into quiet availability, a body rented by routine, half present, half gone. I do not despise my work. I do not resent stability, but I feel unfinished. There is a boundary between gratitude and surrender. One expands, one contracts. Maybe I needed these 5 years. Maybe my system demanded rest. Maybe stability kept me functioning. I can accept that. Stillness can heal. Stillness can regulate. But stillness is not a destination. Just a pause. And pauses end gently. Some voice remains uncrushed. It never shouts. It never threatens. It only asks, is there a next step? Not a leap, not case, just a step. Maybe a course, maybe a new task, maybe a different discussion. Tiny adjustments remind the nervous system that movement is survivable. Possibility does not require risk, only permission. I can permit one idea, one alternative, one experiment. I can treat curiosity as oxygen again. Momentum begins almost imperceptibly. A shift, a breath, a slight redirection. Certainty is unnecessary, confidence optional. Only honesty matters. I am still here, still capable, still unfinished. Stability can support me. Stability does not need to cage me. I can honor my loyalty without letting it smother potential. The next version of my life does not require spectacle, just motion. Motion begins with allowance. One night soon, when silence gathers again, I may not shut it out. I may listen, and the world may widen by 1 inch, enough for my chest to expand, enough for breath to deepen, enough to begin living instead of maintaining.